sad. They're only worth 24 hours.
I don't think that determines their worth.
Why not? Isn't our worth determined on the time you spend here?
I think it's more to do with what we do with that time.
But if your purpose is so great, then why don't we have the time to be appreciated?
Not everything's about appreciation. Nature is full of underappreciated things that we depend on to survive.
But why do we look to those who don't give us anything?
Well, that's why we don't idolize in Christianity.
You idolize God.
Well, God created everything. Does he not deserve to be idolized?
Why did the mayfly not?
If it were not for God, then the mayfly would not exist.
So why did he only give them a day?
Because that's all they needed. I envy the mayfly, you know.
Why is that?
Because those 24 hours are the only hours that God has to judge them.
But what if they can't even enter heaven?
It's not all about heaven, you know.
Well, what's it about then? What's the point of believing if it doesn't even come down to heaven?
Well, why would God create such an amazing place if there wasn't such thing as heaven on earth?
Well, what's the point in heaven then?
To believe that there's something else? That this isn't it? But then, how can there be life without nature?
It is just your soul though. And we don't know what we need to our soul to survive.
But don't they say that nature is good for the soul?
They're all just sayings.
Isn't the majority of what we hear just sayings?
There is such thing as a fact.
That's a very plain way of looking at the world.
Reality is plain.
How can you say that? Your very being is built in multicolour.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Pride? The flag? The idea? Is it not to see life as more multicolour? Look outside the box and embrace love for what it is.
And that means what?
Everything.
Do you envy the mayfly because you worry God is judging you?
I guess so.
Do you think God judges me?
I don't think he can.
Why?
Because you don't believe. He cannot judge you if he cannot get you to believe.
The idea is that he judges all. That's why many believe no.
I think that's a naive way to look at it. You shouldn't believe because you're scared. You should believe because you want to. Because you want to get something out of it.
And what do you get out of it?
A sense of belonging.
Can't you find that somewhere else?
Why would I want to find it somewhere else when I already have it?
But does it make you happy?
Why wouldn't it?
Because I can always see you questioning things.
I'm not gay, Lily.
I never said you were.
Sometimes things just happen.
Did you know the mayfly only lives for 24 hours?
Yeah, I watched that Mississippi thing too.
Oh, what's it about?
Your mum's a great cook.
She is, bless her.
What would they say?
About what?
Us.
Come on, Lily.
What?
You know how it is.
I never asked you to tell them. I just want to know what they say if you did. Hypothetically.
They'd probably tell me to leave. Or ask me to get help.
Do they know about me?
Yeah.
So they don't like me.
They don't care. They don't care that anyone's gay.
But they care that you're gay.
I'm not gay.
Okay, so they'd care if you like to have sex with girls.
I don't.
And clearly you do.
No, I just like to have sex with you.
But I'm a girl.
So?
Then what are you?
Why do I have to be anything?
Is it just the sex?
Why are you doing this?
What?
Making it a bigger deal than it already is.
Wow.
What?
Thank you, Mum, for the dinner. are you doing?
I'm sorry
For what?
for upsetting you.
I'm not upset.
Well, what are you then?
Confused. So am I. Please don't forget the good times.
Never, Lily. You're everything.
What?
You've changed my life.
But nothing has changed.
You've made me realise there's much more out there.
In what sense?
Just because my beliefs may challenge my faith, it doesn't mean that they're wrong.
You've always known that, Denver.
Yeah, but I've never believed it.
That's why we have time.
What?
The mayfly knows what its purpose is. Humans just take a little while longer to learn it.
Well, would you look at that? Maybe there's a meaning to life after all.
Oh yeah? Well, what's that?
To learn, to love, to grow.
Well, that's beautiful.
It takes a year for them to be born, you know.
What?
The mayfly. They only live for 24 hours, but it takes a year for them to become a mayfly, so... Well, don't you think that's a bit of a waste of time?
We take 9 months to make.
But we can live for 100 years.
Exactly. The mayfly lives for 24 hours and they're an essential part of the circle of life. We live for 100 and thus we're destroying the circle of life.
Would the circle of life exist without us?
We've moved away from the animal kingdom. We can decide what we want when we want, thus destroying the circle of life.
But God made everything for us.
But don't you think you made a mistake?
God doesn't make mistakes.
You?
Do I what?
You make mistakes.
Yeah, all the time.
Am I a mistake?
What?
Am I a mistake, Denver?
It's only a mistake if it happens once.
Which bit?
All of it.
I just don't want you to regret anything.
You can only regret the things you didn't do.
But you're not gay.
No. I'm not gay. Lily, wait! Lily! Please, let me explain! Lily, please!
What the fuck?
At least the mayfly doesn't have to fall in love.
What?
Doesn't have to feel all the pain.
Am I living on another fucking planet?
There's no need to take that tone.
Did you ever care? Or was this some sort of whole experiment of yours? I mean, can a person be any more self-absorbed than you are?
I'm not gay, Lily.
Well then what am I to you then?
My best friend.
Words are cheap then, and your actions certainly haven't shown that. You act like you're some sort of Christian. It's bullshit, you're bullshit. This whole thing has been bullshit.
It wasn't to me.
I find that hard to believe. Is that why you're kissing that other guy?
I don't know how to deal with this, okay? I love you, Lily, but you have no idea what it's like to be me.
Here we go again. Woe is me.
Yeah, woe is me. Do you have any idea what my parents would say? They'd disown me. My life would be over. Life is our belief, and without it, I don't know, it's scary. This world scares them. It goes against everything they've known, everything I've known.
I don't deserve to be someone's secret. I deserve more than that.
Yes, you do.
I loved you, Denver, like really loved you. And I guess I thought if we carried things on the way that they were, that one day you were going to realise you wanted to be with me properly and feel the same way towards me about I do about you. But unlike the mayfly, I will carry this pain on with me for a lifetime. We don't desire despair, but to truly love it hurts. It hurts so much that you can't breathe. Your whole being is consumed by your feelings and you don't know how to escape. Because to love without pain is to breathe without air.
You've been watching too many films.
Oh my god, you just don't get it, do you?
I do, it's just mine's a different version to yours.
So I was right.
Right about what?
I am living on another planet.
I thought we made this clear, Lily. It was never gonna work. I'm sorry that my life doesn't fit into your fairy tale.
But as long as it lives up to yours, right?
I don't have a fairy tale.
But then what do you think God is then?
everything.
Then God only can forgive you now.